to another episode of Slime Rancher 2. And there's been a lot of stuff happening in the background. Hopefully, they don't leave. But yeah, I've been actually very hard at work, and oh no, that happened. And how do I. What happened to the other one? There it is. All right. So, yeah, I've been hard at work. I really can't stop playing this game. It's really, really fun, really enjoyable, and it's super relaxing. So every time I get off work, I basically just kind of sit here and do a little bit of manual labor. I've been upgrading a bunch of stuff. You can see now I think my tanks hold up to 40 items. I have upgraded um, my power core, yeah, so I can fly a little bit further. And I've gotten an extra tank, I believe. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been just slowly kind of doing. And basically, most of this is just gathering resources. And I think I'm at the point now, as I was going through and gathering just as many resources as I can, that we're basically there. I don't know exactly what else I can do. So I thought for this episode, what I am looking to do is actually just kind of take you through and try and unlock, all these different largos, like the big boys, gathering items, having a chill, relaxing video with just doing nothing but feeding the slimes that we can and see what we can unlock. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, with that underway, I think we better look at all our messages first, and then we'll get on our way. I like Bob. Bob talks funny. Special delivery. Great chickens. Rainbow lumps. Blueprint. I think that is probably a decoration. Oh, Bay, glad I was able to catch you. I have some big news to share. This rock isn't exactly bustling with folks whose ears I can bend. Hobson and I have been thinking a lot about the new adventure is next for us. We've been reading each other's travel journals, trying to find places near us. Neither of us have been. But even though we found some, none of them were really calling to us. Maybe things were finally slowing down for us. Then we got to talking and came to realize that we love more than anything right now just being here with one another on my ranch. This ranch was one of the first on the far, far range, and we both learned so much. We started talking about maybe passing all that on to someone. Hobson and I have decided to start a family, Bay. Aw. And for the first time in so long as I can remember, I'm scared. Hobson and I are both so independent. We don't know the first thing about being parents, let alone raising a kid on the far, far range. But I love that old coot, and the thought of seeing a little one looking back at me with his eyes makes me smile. That's very nice. I think that alone makes me feel like I'd move a mountain to make this happen. I've got some work to do here, so much to get in order. Thanks for hearing me out, Bay. Sometimes just sharing your fears with someone makes you feel like you're no longer alone with those fears. Take care. That's very nice. Ogden. Hola, Beatrix. It's good to see you. I do hope you've been taking care of yourself out there, taking time to fill your belly before every new descent into the unknown. Also, I understand that the plot has thickened like a good sauce and you've encountered some kind of monolithic structure out there on the far end of the island. Scary stuff, but then maybe my hunch is correct and all that strange flora out there is not natural. Something just doesn't add up here, Beatrix. All the ruins we've discovered across the far, far range have never looked as though they have harmed the environment in any way. Sure, we don't know their purpose or who built them, but the feeling I always had was that they had respect for this world. But maybe it happened anyway. Sometimes when you're out hiking, you step over a flower so as to not crush it, only to step on another. Sometimes the only way for those flowers to keep on growing is for you to have never been near them in the first place. But it's not all doom and gloom. Rainbow Island seems to still be thriving. For now. Nature can find a balance, but it's not a guarantee. Ah, look at me getting preachy on you. Lo siento, Beatrix. I won't keep you. I don't know what you'll find beyond these walls, but I trust your boots in any garden. I know you'll do what's right. Good luck. Alright. Hello, Beatrix. Guess who's the luckiest person in the galaxy? You are, because you've got a gift from the Mochi Miles. Let that sink in. Go ahead and sit if you need to. Okay, we got just some more decoration. And Victor. Well, hello, I must tell you. I saw this item and it just screamed Beatrix. That's how I realized I'd accidentally hit it with the sentience ray. But don't worry, everything is fine and very normal now. Anyway, I thought you should have it. Enjoy. Okay, so he keeps getting me return home portals that I don't know what to do with. But anyway, that's where we are, so I think it's time for us to go. And what Ogden was talking about, I believe, when he said that we discovered something, is most likely these things at the end. This giant structure. I think that's what he's talking about, because I think there's another one over here. Anyways, I've been thinking about doing this journey of just feeding our slimes, our largo slimes, for a while. So I've just been slowly gathering resources. Like I have chickens, I have fruit. I don't have vegetables. I should probably get some, but I just want to accumulate as much as I can so that when we actually get to one of them, we can feed it and discover something new. Did I come here? Maybe I should come to the other one. Now that we have multiple islands, I tend to lean on this one a lot. But maybe I should go to the other one. As part of what I have uncovered as I was going through my travels has been, I think, more of the map than that I had recorded from last time. So basically, I kind of found this place over here, which was in darkness or in mist before. And I just kind of have been playing around over here trying to figure out what this corner of the map is. And I didn't find anything, so yeah. Alright, so maybe I should show you where I have. What are the new places that you might not have seen? Not that I remember. What I have discovered before. I think I have to go up there. One of the things that I did is I added a refinery link right here to make it easier for us to actually deposit items. So we've been here before. This is an area with all the little geysers, but I didn't realize that this was a completely different area, and it looks very different because it's purple. And this is basically the area that I discovered. Let me just wait for my jetpack to get enough fuel. There we go. And yeah, this is essentially the new area, I think. Now, what do you eat? Veggies. Okay, I need to get more veggies. Look at this, isn't this fun? A lot of slime just hanging around here. And I don't see any veggies. Oh. Really? Okay. So, yeah, that happened. I passed out because I ran out of life. My HP got too low. It basically got to 0. And when that happens, it's happened to me a few times, not very often, but it essentially resets you back. And you lose all your items, which means everything that I have been accumulating is now gone. Alrighty. So we're gonna have to get back on track. We gotta feed all of our guys, all of our slimes, primarily because... Did you escape? Yes, you did. Now. Okay, primarily because when you die, it actually passes time. So obviously when it passes time, then you are, you know, all your food kind of gets depleted, etc., etc. So we don't want that. We have to reset all of our slimes before we jump back out. There's nothing here. Let us go check our farm over here. I believe there's also a module or like an upgrade for when you die, you actually retain some of the items that you had with you. But I don't have that, so I lost all my chickens. I was always scared. Yes, that is something that I think I didn't show you guys. But I have fire slimes. I found them as I was going through this lava area. There's actually quite a bit of them. So I scooped up a few and I was trying to figure out how to do it. I googled it. It turns out that in order for them to survive, they need an incinerator, which is what this is. And the ash trough upgrade, because the these fire slimes, they only eat ash. That's the only way they can function. I don't believe they die when it runs out of ash. So every once in a while, you just have to come here and provide it some form of fruit or some form of like edible, and then it will transform that into ash. Yeah, I decided to make a farm up there to get more fruits and vegetables to make it easier on myself, because I was noticing that just having like one type of fruit and one type of vegetable just wasn't cutting it. I love the music of this game. We have a big egg. There we go. We're running low on space for this corral. Yeah, we're definitely running low. I should go through all the cages and make sure, because I think after a certain while the plorts will despawn. But I think everybody that I care about in terms of lords, maybe not this one, they'll still have some space. I really do regret my choice of blending these two together, the angler and the crystal largo. They are constantly escaping, and really there's nothing I can do about it. But it is to the point that I'm actually considering of getting rid of them and then separating, like bringing new anglers and new crystal ones and just not have them together. All right, I think that is good enough. Let's head out. So I can actually show you the entire place that I wanted to show you. One of the things that I need is meat, because one of the largos that I want to unlock is actually meat based, because it's a tabby one, like these guys. So okay. I think I'm missing something. Alright, we are back, and maybe I'll take a little bit more time as I walk through to make sure that I'm accumulating what I need to. More meat, more hens, and not get into any specific trouble and die and have to come back and do it all over again. Because that would not be ideal. Those are chickens. Yes. Oh, I also lost my water. That's interesting. No. Okay. I have some water. There we go. Am I missing any more chickens? Doesn't look like it. Alright, I actually do think I need this geyser. There we go. Alright, Crystal Gordo. that it? Where is it supposed to take me? Maybe it is over here. I don't know if I've actually been here before, if I'm honest. Oh, hang on. Can we get there? We did it. Drone station module. Okay. So those are actually incredibly difficult to make. The required stuff, I can't quite remember. I might look at it later. But all I remember is that they are very difficult to make. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. One of the little details that I love, as you can see way back there, that is the other island, Starlight Strand. There we go. The one with the giant tree that splits into two different colors. Look at how, you can kind of see it right there. That's just amazing. I love that detail. Okay, so we're back to where we were. The Gordo was right behind that one. And the largo that I was looking for is this one. And I found this to be a very peculiar place, which is why I want to see if we can uncover it. Because it's just so far away and tucked away by itself. There is literally nothing else around here. And I have a feeling that this will actually take us to another island, because right behind there is something that I cannot see. So I'm curious, and we don't have enough food, unfortunately. But we're getting there. Okay. That was a golden slime. I'm glad I was able to give it something. I definitely need more chickens. Oh, okay, that was not the right place to go. There we go. Now we're back. Nine chickens be enough? Let's go in the cave. I think there's chickens in the cave as well. feel much better about the number of chickens I have. But let's go back and see what happens. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay. So we only really needed one. And I think I was right. This is an entirely new place. Oh. It takes us back. Oh, that's interesting. So it takes us back to our original island. It's just a shortcut, like another way of getting there. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, we did it. So now I'm thinking that there are multiple entrances, portals, for every single island. But I am pretty sure that there are more islands. How do we get over to the other islands? I feel like I can uncover more here. There's something here for sure. I don't know. This looks like an island to me. This might be an island as well. I don't know. In any case, time to go find another Gorgo. Let's see, I think the next one that we can look for is this one. Or we can try and go to the large Gordo over here. Since I know that these are connected, I'm kind of just tempted to go to this one and see what it needs. Let's do that. I believe I just have to follow that mountain with ember, with lava. There he is, right over there. Okay, first let's figure out what they need. What do you need, buddy? Oh, it's meat as well. I have all these fruit and vegetables for no real reason. Ow. What is it do I need to do? I need to find more chickens. I don't think there are any around here. That's interesting. Not out of space, so I say let's head back. Unload some things, and then we will return once we have more chickens available. What's going on over here? The thing is, I want to save some food for when we go back out, so I'm trying to save what I can, but it's not allowed. But it, you know, it just makes it a little bit harder to do everything that I want to do at the same time. And I just realized that is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to put all my plorts in there. I wanted some to make, what was it? Is it over here? That's what it was. Flutter plorts. And 3 strange diamonds. Okay, so this is something that I want to do because I believe this is going to allow us to have some help around the farm, which is going to be very useful, as opposed to me having to do everything myself every time I come back in. So I think that's also what we're going to be farming today. Let's go get some more flutter plorts and put them in here so I don't forget. And I want to go looking for strange diamonds while we, you know, fill up our largos. Let's do that. All right, I think that takes care of everything. Let me give these guys a little bit of food. And let's check to see what we have here in terms of communication. Hey there, Bae. I wanted to give you something nice, so I tried making you cookies, but baking ain't exactly my area of expertise. Hobson said they were so edible. Anyways, I bought you something instead. I hope you like it. Ooh, pink mangrove. So now we seem to be getting a lot of decorations pretty much every conversation, which is kind of neat. Hola, Bae. Bought you something that might be nice to have out there. But if you already have one, I can't return it, so the more the merrier, right? Portable scare slime. That actually might be a little bit useful. Ah, Beatrix. I was cleaning out the lab and found this. Perhaps you have some use for it. I believe it's still in working order. You know what they say, one person's trash is another person's hastily issued gift. Enjoy. Pinwheel. Alright, awesome. I think we are good to now return. Alright, I am pretty sure that the, not this, the largo over here takes meat, if I remember correctly. And this one is fruit. Specifically pomegranate, I think, is their favorite fruit. So let's try and make as much of those two things as we can. You know what? Maybe I should try and get to the baddie slime first. How do I get there? That is about as much as I have. I didn't see any pomegranates. I was walking through here. But I should keep an eye out, actually, for strange diamonds, because we need 3 of them. And strange diamonds usually happen, they usually happen in caves. I think that might be the only place where they happen, actually. Oh, more pomegranates. Let's run away and get to the boom slime. sure I'm not missing any strange diamonds. Because you never know. All right. Oh, we seem to be close. There we go, chickens. Don't really see any more chickens. We found this. Cool. Alright, let's see if this does the trick. Perfect. Look at that. Amazing. Got lots of goodies. What came out? Strange diamond. Perfect. And an Ember Valley portal. Might have to look at that later, because I don't know what that is. Cool. What is this? Well, there's definitely something that we need to do with this light that needs to end up over there. And we need some sort of like portal gun situation so that it passes through. And we can't fall because, well, it doesn't look like we can fall. And we can't suck it up or anything. Alright, so... Is there anything up there? Okay, so this is something that we're going to have to come back to once we understand what's going on. That's really cool, though. And I'm glad we found a diamond. That's actually very useful. Well, now that we are here... Maybe I should try and get to the back of this cave over here. Maybe we'll be able to find some fruit that we can give Mr. Bad Largo over there. Let's just give them this. Oh. I realized that up here is just pure lava. But I can't really float. There we go. There's tons of fruit up here, which is awesome. Was that it? I guess it is. Alright, so we opened a shortcut. That is all of the largos, I believe, that I have marked on the map. I don't really see any other ones. Now I just want to go through the caves and make sure that I am not missing any diamonds. Alright, so I ended up somewhere I have no idea where. Just this separate part of the island, and I am trying to get back. Can I get over there? What's over there? I don't think I can get over there. No. Alright, well. I lost one of the most important things, which was going to be a strange diamond. I definitely need those. But I got back home a little faster. Oh my god. I just realized I can buy a drone station module. And I have way too much money that I don't know what to do with. I'm buying it. That's fantastic. And there's another one here for 6 digits. Okay. That's actually really good to know. Alright, so how does this work then? This is my main area. And I want... What did I buy? I guess is the question. Was it not? Because I still need this. Boston Quantum Drone Station. I think what I bought was some sort of module. Which is different. Ooh, interesting. What is that? Let's buy one. So this would allow me to teleport directly to Ember Mountain, right? Which is kind of cool. I just need to pick somewhere to put it. That means I don't have to keep walking all the way. Put it here. So then that would take me directly to Ember Valley. Hang on. I'm almost done. Alright, that should be pretty good. So now I want to go and look for strange diamonds. And we have more things to talk about with Bob. Hello, fellow human. Has gifts for you. Chickens. Thank you. Mochi. And she got us a gift as well. And Victor. What gift did you give us now? Oh, no. You received another message from the AI that I've been in communication with since your arrival on Rainbow Island. The message was somewhat personal to me, but also contained vital information for you. So in the interest of presenting all data to its fullest, I will read it verbatim. Victor, thank you for chatting with me over those many days in which I got to know you better. I must confess that I had entered our correspondence with the aim of verifying your scientific ability. Our correspondence has not only assured me of this, but unexpectedly has provided comfort and companionship in the dark days that I now find myself within. I am sending you a partial blueprint to a gadget I tried to develop but cannot. If you can complete it, I believe it is the key to entering the Grey Labyrinth. Please understand, Victor, that I never meant to deceive you, but I need to know who I can trust in order to stand a chance at fixing things. If that happens, I'd love to meet you someday. I'd love to play another game of Go over coffee until the sun rises once more. Complex blueprint of partial schematics and frankly almost alien code. Spent days analyzing and I believe I have modified into a finished state that should perform the task that it was designed to do. At least I hope so. To be frank, I do not wish to let this person down. I feel I owe it to them as a friend, so allow me to grant you the completed blueprint per their instructions. It appears to be a device that you will need to use near the entrances to the labyrinth, but I'm afraid I know little else. Okay. Radiant projector. Okay, let's go figure out how to make one of those. Because that is what we're going to need in order to get to a new place, which is pretty exciting. Alright, so we need boom plorts and silky sand. That's pretty easy. And that's pretty easy as well. Alright, so we need one trip to the Ember Islands. Then I think first let's go and look for strange diamonds in this location, and then we'll go to Ember Island. But I want to go through some caves. Which may be over here. No, that's not it. Or the cave systems here. Oh, perfect. We got a strange diamond. Ow. I believe this will take us back to Ember Valley. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any strange diamonds. And before I make a mistake again, there we go. Now we have at least one diamond in our refinery. So what we need here is actually... Let's go through the cave system. dust places, so it's actually quite easy to get them. Whoa. I think we are good. I don't believe we can actually do anything with that tower over there. I've tried, so I think we should just head back. A magma clump. Alright, let's put this back in our refinery, and then we will move on to probably the next island. Everything was shaking. What's happening? Alright, a place that I don't usually look into is like over here. But I am pretty sure that I'm not going to find any strange diamonds in the wild. Let's see, in Starlight Strand, we still have 2 more to go. One is I don't even know what it's called. And this one is a Flutter Slime. Flutter only takes nectar if I'm correct, so I don't actually know how that works. Let's see. They eat everything. The flutters only eat nectar. Alright, that Gordo is gonna take a while. There is a lot of fruit that I need to accumulate. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Okay, I've accumulated some nectar, not a lot. Berries make a lot of fruit. That's actually very interesting. You're right, it's only nectar. That's kind of crazy. Because we can't farm nectar. Oh, excellent. We did it. That's a portal. Oh. There we go. Okay, so we unlocked our second portal to our main island. Which, you know, kind of useful. My issue is going to be accumulating nectar. god. I don't really have a good way to survive. No. Okay then. Alright, now that we are here, I think I have enough plorts. I'm just adding. I definitely have enough flutter plorts. To do something. I can make a tank guard. I keep dying lately. So I think this might be an important upgrade for me. So let's do that. And I'm going to need to add more crystal plorts and hunter plorts, which is fine. Pulse wave. It's a pulse wave emitter to your backpack that pushes waste slimes whenever you need some personal space. Ah. I think I'm okay for now. It's interesting. Now, primordial oil. I need hunter plorts and silky sand. Did I not? Did I die? Oh no, I went to get lava dust. That's what it was. Not silky sand. Silky sand is different then. Oh. And I have one strange diamond. So that's what I bought with my money, was a drone station module. And what I need is, okay. I get it now. And I am pretty sure that the sandy thing that I need is going to be in the Starlight Strand map, not in the Ember Valley. That was weird. So the way that the market works is that at midnight it resets, and as I have just learned, every time it resets, it kind of shuts down for a little bit. Right, so let's go and get some resources from Starlight Strand. Okay, that was amazing. That was exactly what I needed. Now I need one more. I need one more. Lucky slime. Where? Keep getting distracted. I forget what I was saying, so I'm just not going to say anything anymore. I completely forgot. Oh, that's right, I need one more strange diamond. What was that sound? Oh, perfect. We did it. I am very surprised. And that's a lot of stuff down there. Well, I hope there is a place that I can get out. Yeah, it's interesting. If I can find a strange diamond in this place, that would be pretty awesome. Alright, same thing. We have another door, which I'm going to assume now this is going to take us to that gray labyrinth that Victor was talking about. We just need to figure out. We need to be able to make it first, and then we need to figure out how the whole thing works. Strange diamond. Perfect. Beautiful. Starlight Strand portal. Oh, cool. You are a research drone, which is just random lore. Is there a way to get out of here? I guess I'll try to leave through here. This feels very precarious. I'm actually not very comfortable. Or how many times I've actually died trying to do something I'm not supposed to. Okay. Where am I? Okay, I think I'm back to where I was before. Yeah. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to my refinery link and deposit everything that I have. I do not want to lose anything that is currently in my person. Okay, amazing. I feel so much better. We're going to be able to look for and make a research drone station once we are back, which I'm very excited about. Now all I need to do is find some silky sand. And if I remember correctly, it must be around these parts, because, well, there's sand here. Now I think there's another area where these might exist. And it's down here. This is also sand, as far as I know. Oh, perfect. I was looking for diamonds, but I don't think it's worth potentially getting killed. So let's go. Hello. There. I was stuck. Yeah, let me go find some more if I can, and then we'll return. Alright, I think that's enough. I don't want to push my luck. Alright, I am done doing all the mundane stuff, let's call it, that we need to do, just keeping up with the farm. And now I'm adding what I believe are the last, or all the plorts that we have excess of that we can actually add into our refinery. That should allow us to build everything that we want. And first is Quantum Drone Station. I wanted to build this and see if it's actually going to work the way that I want. And the second one is a radiant projector. I actually have no idea if I need multiple of them. I will build 2 and see if that works. You know, I think I am going to have to buy multiple of them. Let's get a third one. I'm gonna need more silky sand. Okay. And for this, I'm gonna need more hunter plorts and buzz wax, which is easy enough to come by. Okay. Can automate your ranch or be placed elsewhere in Rainbow Island to acquire resources. Give it a try by placing a drone station in gadget mode. That is exactly what I was going to do. So where should I put it? I don't want to put it back here. Alright, and what? Program your drone on what to collect its target, where it's looking, and where it takes things. Once that's done, activate your drone and try it out. You're sure? Quantum Cloud. An explorer drone scans its area to figure out what plorts or resources could exist there, and stores quantum versions of them in the quantum cloud. Okay. So I'm not using this yet because this is for the explorer drones, which means when I put drones out on the open. This is in rancher mode because I'm in the ranch right now. And I need to tell it to, let's say, take all the meat from coops. Okay, so I'm gonna need multiple of them if I am to use them how I want, which is interesting. Probably the best place to make this happen. I think in an ideal world, there would be a silo here. This isn't really all that useful, so I am a little bit tempted to turn this into a silo. Okay, let's just take meat from coops and put them in auto feeders. Drone's gonna take them to random places. Alright. Right, well, I'm gonna let it do its thing, but that is gonna be the end of the episode for now, as we get to learn how to use a drone. But, yeah, so I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.